All right, what's up, everyone? So I'm with Kayla here. Kayla, say what's up? Where are you based in the world?
I'm in Alabama in the US.
Okay, right on Alabama. And what do you do full time right now? Can you just give everyone a background of like, you're a mom, are you working full time? What do you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a mom. I'm a full-time registered nurse. I am currently working a full-time remote job from home in clinical auditing. So yep, I'm working 40 hours and raising a wild toddler.
Yep, lots of stuff happened in your life. And tell me through this because I know this is what everyone wants to hear. In the last 90 days that you've been in our mentorship, last 2, 3 months or so, what has been like the biggest result you've been able to achieve? Could you share with everyone here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I went from struggling to figure out how to make money online, like just 0 months, 0 months, 0 months. And then in the past 2 months, 2.5 months, I've been able to make $8,000.
$8,000. And how does that feel going from, because I know you've been, we'll jump into in a little bit, but you've been kind of in this space for a couple of years, struggling. And all of a sudden now these results have been kind of picking up really quickly the last couple of months, right? Just like from an emotional standpoint, how do you feel?
Oh my God, it's surreal. Surreal. And my husband finally is like, oh, this is a real thing. So yeah, I finally feel like this is actually going to work for me and something that I can
Mhm.
scale and is going to change our lives.
Yeah. So tell me through it. Let's take it back to the beginning. You said you've been in digital marketing. We're just talking off camera for the fact that you've been doing this for like 2 years, give or take, right?
Mm.
So could you kind of walk me through like in the beginning, what was it that you feel like kind of kept you stuck for the last year or two where, things just weren't really moving? And then obviously the last 2, 3 months, you've done 8,000 in sales and I'm sure it's going to keep picking up even more so. Like what were
Yeah.
the things that kind of shifted for you? Can I kind of just take us through that journey?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the different program that I started with, it just wasn't the most up to date, wasn't the best program. It was, lacking mentorship. I just felt lost. I
Mhm.
had no idea how to do tech, didn't know how to do marketing, just brand new to everything. I had shiny object syndrome. I was all over the place. Jumped from product to product. We've talked about that on calls too. And then since joining this mentorship, I finally got like some direction, some
Mhm.
mentorship, some, a lot of mindset um, help with you guys and able to like make a clear plan and
Mhm.
to execute on it. So I've been
Right.
a lot more consistent, whereas before I would, post a reel and it wouldn't do anything and I'd stop for 2 weeks. And now I'm
Right.
more consistent.
Okay. What do you think it was from a tactical standpoint? A lot of people that join a mentorship maybe have bought courses in the past, right? In digital marketing or outside of digital marketing, but like they tried making money a lot. And then they join a program like, wow, this is different. Obviously, we have the one-on-one aspect, right? The one-on-one accountability, the one-on-one messaging. Could you kind of just highlight what was it specifically about, once you jumped inside of our, this kind of this intensive accelerator that you're doing working with us, like what was it that was that missing piece for you? What would you say it was?
Um, I think the understanding, like, sorry, this is kind of scattered. Um, I think the live calls and especially like, reiterating like what actually works on Instagram and not like all
Mhm.
this fluff. And you've got to, recreate this type of content to grow your Instagram. And then you gotta, trying to get past those mindsets and mental blocks and, just
Mhm.
working on messaging and how to reach out to people. Um, sorry. It's like
No, you know it. You know that. That's good.
I think all of it, the one-on-one coaching was really good to help keep me on track when I would start to get
Mhm.
distracted and start to think like this isn't working. I'm going to go this way. My coach was like, stay the path, stay the course, stay the path, stay.
Yep.
And then suddenly I had a couple reels go viral and went from like 0 to 3,000 followers, then to 10,000 followers. And I think that built some authority. And then finally people were asking me, like people come to me now, I'm like, what are you doing?
Right. 100%. What was your follower count when you first joined with us?
I actually started a brand new account at 0.
Oh, wow. You started at zero. And then, I mean, I can share screen here in a second, show your Instagram account so people shout you out here. You have 10,100 followers. How quickly did you gain these followers?
So I started this new account on May 8th of this
Okay.
year. Yeah.
And it's August now. So we're looking at 3 months, maybe 3.5 months, and you gained 10,000 followers in 3 months.
Yep.
Jeez,
Yep.
that's crazy.
Yep.
And
My
you,
coach
and you
said
had
I couldn't get past 1,000. So I just started over and
Right. And this one reel here has 1.9 million views. It's got 7,500 comments on it, And these are all leads, right? These are all people commenting, ready, 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 ready. So they're interested in what it is that you have to do. Let me play this so everyone can just see this for a second. That's literally it. It's just a 10-second video of you taking a sip of a coffee and doing a little cheers salute to the camera screen, and you film this on your phone, and then a short caption here. That's it.
Yep.
And then your call to action is comment the word ready, right? And then all these people comment, thousands of people comment ready. And then it's my understanding, are you using basically typically the comment below funnel, right? So someone comments below, and then you have an automation that automatically sends them a freebie. Is that right? And then that freebie then leads to selling your product.
Yep, exactly.
This is just as simple as that. Are you
Mhm.
doing a lot of DMs and jumping on calls with people, or have you seen like some sales have even come in passively where it's just like they just buy after watching a free training?
I am doing a lot of DMs. I've only
Okay.
on a couple of calls, but some of my sales, I've had to like go track them down and figure out where they came from. So they got the automation in the DMs from commenting
Right.
and purchased the product. And I
Right.
had came from.
So it's almost like this special surprise where they buy and you don't even realize that they buy, and you're like, okay, where did this person even come from? And then I've even had this happen to myself. I have to DM them, yo, where did you buy? Why did you buy? And then you got to
Yeah.
kind of do that market research with them after they buy to figure out why exactly they buy so they can help you with your marketing, right? Isn't that the
Mhm.
craziest feeling? It's like man, it's like truly. I'll never say passive in the sense of like, oh, you don't do any work, because I think passive implies it like sets wrong expectations for people. That's lazy work. Obviously, you took the time to make the content to set up these systems, but the systems do work when you're not physically there by your phone doing the work, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Yep.
Right. That's crazy. Okay. And then let me take a look at your stories here. So really simple photo with a question with a poll. You do a second poll and then the call to action, or no call to action here. You just have some text on, sorry, you can't. Your next opportunity is here. And then you go ahead and you do a CTA. And right now you're promoting Offer Lab, right? That's your affiliate that you're promoting for.
Yeah, that's kind of a second tier that I'm promoting.
Nice. And then some talking head videos where you tell a little bit more about it. Okay. Well, your story structure is 100% correct. Okay. Well, that's awesome stuff. Well, what I would say, Kayla, is, if anyone, obviously you've had some really cool success, and I'm really excited for the continued momentum that you're going to have. You've gained followers, you've built an audience, you have the wellness support, a single reel that's at 2 million views, you've done 8,000 in sales in the last couple of months. Um, if someone is on the fence right now and they've been considering or thinking about working with our team, what would you say to that individual who wants to jump into our mentorship, who maybe is a little on the fence? What would you say to that person?
I mean, I would say if they're on the verge of like just giving up and throwing it all away, or like this could be the breaking point. I mean, this really could, like, I was about to just quit, and then I this is really kind of like my last last shot. And
Yeah.
I mean, now the sky's the limit. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
$8,000 for 2 months. I mean, it's when you think about the investment and the return on the investment, what the return could be. I mean, it's
Mhm.
a no-brainer. Like, I would say just do it.
100%. Incredible. Well, Kayla, I'm really excited to continue supporting you here. This is just the first 3 months. There's so much more for you, and I'm just excited to support you along the way. So thank you for making the time for this call.
Thank you.